Hello, everyone. You join me here in my wonderful bedroom. I know, classy, right? You join me here, and today I'm just going to do one of my very basic, non-edited, you know how it is, vlog, bog, chog, whatever you want to call it. And today I'm just going to have a bit of a ramble. If you stick along and listen, I appreciate it. If you're watching on your phone or in your browser or on Facebook, or you're watching it from behind frosted glass, so all you can see is a very vague outline. Hello. Today there's a couple of things I want to talk about. On a video that this guy on YouTube called Woody posted, I'm a big fan of his. Rob pointed me towards his videos, and I really do enjoy them now. He did a video of this spinning glittery disc on top of a mirror. Now, to anyone that knows, I've got photosensitive epilepsy, and there wasn't a warning there that it could have caused it. But at the same time, it didn't exactly phase me because I know what to keep away from and what not to watch. But on the screenshot, I was kind of intrigued because I couldn't exactly see what the video was. And as soon as the video came on, I saw it and I was a bit frazzled. So I just put in the comments, you know, very polite comments saying, you know, maybe an epilepsy warning might be, you know, might be just a little something to add here. And the amount of abuse I had on that comment, just on that little thing I put, was incredible. Like, oh, you twat fag, you shouldn't watch the video, and oh, you shouldn't be on the internet, oh, you shouldn't be allowed out the house. Really? Really? I got a lot of bad rep for that on YouTube. I mean, I opened my email the other day because I never check my account I've got associated with my YouTube account. And there were 15 people who've actively gone out of the way to slag me off and not one person to stick up. So that's one thing. That kind of annoyed me a little. You know, just something as little as that, as a slight suggestion, and I get that kind of reaction. So I'll know now, when trying to help other people out on the internet, to shut my big fat trap, won't I? It's as simple as. Excuse me a second. I've recently joined a gym. I go down every chance I get to Oak Park Gym, which is Warsaw Wood, and they are offering a good scheme at the moment where. No, false alarm. I thought it was going to blow off there, but they've got this great scheme where if you earn under 15,000 a year, you can get like pay as you go for £2 every time you go at this gym, and it's a good gym. I like it. It's the first time I've really done any kind of gym stuff, so I'm going as often as I can. The main thing I'm doing is I'm doing work up until about 8:30 p.m. Then from there, I'll walk down to the gym. That's a couple of miles. Do a couple of hours down there. Walk back. Easy enough. And I'm enjoying it. I'm getting myself into a new routine, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So I may start keeping a bit of a vlog update thing on that, if anyone cares. it, I like leading myself into a corner where I think people might give a shit, but I just like to tell myself that maybe people do. So if you're watching this and you do give a shit, thanks. So I joined a gym. That's going well because I could just feel things not feeling as strong. You know, anyone who knows me is a big, like, knows that I'm a big guy. You know, not because I'm fat, so to speak. It's just I'm built. I'm really well built, and so I just want to make sure that I'm an ideal weight because I've got a vast appetite, and at times I worry that I'm a big guy and it might not show that I'm overweight. I don't want to put my heart or like any of that at risk at all. So I'm just going to try and keep on top of my health a bit now, and we'll see where that goes. I'll keep you posted on that. Music wise, I'm not doing much at all, because I primarily do all my home recording stuff on this Mac that's currently filming me, and it just can't handle what I want to do anymore. I've got I've got Logic Pro. I'm running various synthesizers and stuff that I've bought, and it can't handle it all. It really can't. So I'm having to save up and get myself a Mac with more wallop, so I can carry on recording the tracks I've got. I've got 8 songs that are all rough and ready to go, and they will be the album. And I've been a bit cryptic with what I've said about the album, but what I've gone for is that rock music isn't that popular anymore. Let's be honest. I'm going to be bluntly honest with you. A lot of you are going to disagree with me, because I know a lot of you that I talk to and appeal to are rock guys and rock girls. You all love the sound, the screaming guitars and all that. And I'm finding it less and less interesting to play rock music now. I mean, I've got all my guitars and stuff. I love playing guitar, but I'm finding guitar music to be very, very boring now. I mean, there's a lot of standout tracks that I always enjoy listening to, like Comfortably Numb and all the classics, really. I say classics for me. But when it comes to writing music, I'm getting no thrill out of writing rock music. It's starting to feel a bit hollow for me. So I've gone on to making more electronic based music, just really upbeat stuff, and trying to weave very subtle guitar lines into there as well. So I hope and pray that, and well, I don't pray because I'm not a religious man, but I hope that when it's finished and people listen to it, there will be something on there that everyone can appreciate. And if only one person sits and listens to the album start to end and really enjoys it, good. I'm recording it mainly just because I can. I want to release something, and I want to make a go at maybe making a bit of money off my music. And I think I'm at a point in my life now where I can. I've got enough time to do so. I've got the skills and knowledge to do so. So I may as well. There's no stopping me, so I'm going to. It's by no means is it a rock album at all. It's experimental. It's not rock. So if you're expecting some kind of full out hard rock album from me, you're not getting it. You're not getting it anytime soon. I just find no fun in it now. And on that same project, I've got a friend of mine doing cover designs. That's front and back artwork. And I've got a couple of other people helping me out on it as well, with helping with the physical copy front of it. But we are going to be selling it online. I say we, I mean I. I'm going to be selling it on iTunes, Amazon, all the usual outlets. It'll be on Spotify and that shit, if you prefer to just stream. And then if you contact me directly, there will be a physical copy available, which will have a few extra little things in it for you as well. But I'm aiming for summer. I'm aiming for a summer release on that, and I hope I can fulfill that. I've got the songs already drafted out, like the scratch tracks, if you will. When I get the new Mac, I'll go through and record them all and make sure that they're perfect. Because if you're paying money to listen to my music, I want it to be as good as it can possibly be. And that's the way it will always be when it comes to music for me. And I'm not interested in being in a band anytime soon. I'm not interested in gigging anytime soon. I'm at a point now where I'm past that. I have no urge, no desire to go and play shows anymore, because it's a lot of work for no reward. I'm going to go out there and say it. You can say whatever you like. You can call me a twat who doesn't know what he's on about, but it's a personal thing. Music is a personal thing. Everyone experiences it their own way, so on and so forth. It all gets very spiritual. Swifter than eagles, stronger than lions, on we go. We are at a point now, though, where you don't need to be a live act to actually gain a following. I was talking to the guys the other night, and they said, well, they agreed with me when I said, it just takes one person on Twitter, one relatively famous person, to hear a song and like it, and for them to retweet it, or just to tweet it to their many thousands of subscribers and say, check this out. People go and listen to it. Maybe they like the rest of the album. They buy the album. That's all it takes. The internet has made promotion really, really easy. It's not easy to promote gigs that well online, but when it comes to stuff that's going to be on demand to listen to, if they've never heard of you and you've got something there to listen to, and they'll think, maybe we should go and listen to these people. That's the only appeal you can have when advertising live gigs online. But if I'm not doing any live gigs, I can focus on merely selling my work and trying to get a relative, trying to get a few people following me anyway. So I'm more excited about it than I ever have been about any musical project. It's the most enthusiastic I've been about writing music for a long, long time, because it's a direction I've never been in, and I'm really enjoying what I'm discovering, what new sounds and styles I'm coming up with. By no means is it groundbreaking or something you've never heard of. I'll be honest, it's not going to be an album that you're listening to and think, oh, this is the future. It's music that you'll listen to and you'll be able to enjoy for what it is. And I don't care if I sell one copy or I sell 100 copies or whatever. It's if you can find something on the album and enjoy it, that's my work done. I'm happy enough there. But at the end of the day, it's something that I'm going to have put months of work into. And it's just about getting it out to you. And I'll be glad when that day comes. That's all I've got to say on the musical front. I'm not taking any offers for bands, for session work currently. Or stand-ins at gigs or anything like that. I'm not doing those. I'm out of it. I'm just not willing to do that shit anymore. I enjoy working on my own, doing things my way, and that's always the way it's going to stay now. And that's sort of become obvious in the last couple of months. As I say, there isn't much more to say on the musical front. What I will say though is if you could check out my SoundCloud page, I'd be very appreciative. And today, I've been into Warsaw with Clap and Rob, and we had a nose around. We were going to go bowling and to the cinema, but it was a long way away, and there was people everywhere, and you know the score. But the terrible thing is, when I have money and I go to town with those two, I always end up buying shit I don't need. Prime example, last summer we went into Warsaw. And as you know, Warsaw is the pinnacle of, the West Midlands. But we came back with like 3 of these, which are just really basic Nerf guns, 2-shot, before you have to reload them. They're aimed at kids because they're brightly coloured. But I am a really big kid and I love stuff like that. And so we move onwards to what I'm talking about currently. We go into Smythe's, which is this massive toy shop that's only opened in the last couple of years. And we look up to the top shelf of where we found those. We found this. Just bear with me a second. I say a second, this might take a little while. Come on now, behave. Sorry to keep you. What I got today. What I got today is a full auto belt fed one. Now this isn't all the belt. I've just taken the rest of it off to show you. It costs £16. Runs on 4 AA batteries. Oh, I was trying to do James Bond and stick one to the camera, but I got it like a few centimetres to the left. But honestly, it's really, really good fun. And I'm a big kid, and I love this kind of thing. So that can go over there. And if you're a fan of both Black Sabbath and the Avengers, if you go into Asda currently, they have the Tony Stark Black Sabbath t-shirt in. And it's £9, and they have like tons of them, especially in the Warsaw branch anyway. So go and grab one of those, the £9 as I say. And that's all I've got to tell you like currently. My epilepsy's been fine. I've been a bit weird here and there. I had a very quiet and dull New Year, I'll be honest. And there's a lot of things I need to readdress in my life. I need to sort myself out. And there's a lot I need to do in that sense. And there is going to be a new chapter in the book of life this year. Whether I should be telling you or not, my mum is getting married. You know, my dad died a few years ago now. But I'm talking to you. I'm just down here. But she's really, really happy, and that's all I've ever wanted. The fact that she went through all that after my dad died, and that now she's really, really happy and she's ready to move on, I can admire that. And that's all that's ever mattered, really. And that leaves me with this house. My sister's moving in with them lot. And so it'll be me, Clap, and Rob living here. Living here, and I think that'll be the chance where I can just clean the slate and say, you know what? It's time to start doing things properly, and I'm looking forward to doing that. I just feel very conflicted inside at the moment. I've got a lot going on. If you know me personally, you know what it is. And if you don't want to know what it is, then yeah. But it's a case of I'm madly in love with someone, but there are reasons why it's hard to tell them. And I think everyone goes through that stage. But I just don't know. I might act like this very charismatic, outgoing guy, but we all have our Achilles heel, don't we? Even if most of the time it is our Achilles heel. And on that note, I think I'm going to leave it here. We're getting close to 20 minutes. I've already taken up too much of your time. You may have closed the window by now. I hope you haven't. But if you've stayed with me for the whole 20 minutes, I thank you very much. I do appreciate you watching and listening to me be not so much depressed, but middle of the road, let's say. I'm sitting on the fence in terms of positivity and negativity. Again, thanks for joining me. I'll speak to you all again soon.